Very good morning. The convocation ceremony is about to start in another 5 to 7 minutes. As we all are aware, the convocation ceremony in a university is a formal event. We request all of you to maintain a high level of discipline throughout the ceremony to maintain the decorum of the event. May we also request you to keep mobile phones away from any use. Please switch your mobile phones to the silent mode. And you're requested to avoid any entry and exit from any of the doors once the formal ceremony begins. Could we please request you to avoid any entry and exit from the audience arena once the formal ceremony begins? The convocation procession is about to enter in another 5 minutes from now. For the convocation procession, when it enters, we would request all of you to stand up and keep standing until the dignitaries on the dais are seated. There will also be a retreat procession after the national anthem at the end of the convocation ceremony. That is when we will request you another time to stand up and keep standing for the national anthem and also for the retreat procession to exit. After the retreat procession, the announcements will be made for specific degree distributions of different programs. Dear member of the audience, we are about to start with the procession for the convocation ceremony. We request you to maintain a high level of discipline throughout the ceremony to maintain the decorum of the event. Please keep mobile phones away from any use, as well as please avoid entering and exiting the audience arena once the ceremony begins. We request everybody in the audience to please rise. The convocation procession is about to enter the audience arena. Parents of the graduating students, you're requested to please take your seat. All graduating students, as a part of the procession, have entered the audience arena. All graduating students are requested to quickly move and take their seats. Please settle down fast.
I declare the 15th convocation open.
Re ma pa re sa ni re ni ni pa ma re sa ni sa re sa ni sa re sa ni sa भारत संस्कृति निर्जर भारत नहीं विंध्य हिमालय भारत उन्नत नरवर भारत नहीं गंगा नहीं यमुना भारत संस्कृति निर्जर भारत नहीं वनगिरि गहवर भारत आत्मनि आरत
Professor Sitanshu Yashashchandra, Chief Guest of this convocation, Shri Sanjay Lal Bhai, Chancellor of Ahmedabad University, Colonel Sanjay Gokhale, the Registrar, members of the Board of Governors, Board of Management, advisory boards of our various schools, deans, school heads, heads of centers, faculty, staff, family members of graduating students, and members of the media. And above all, the graduating students of Ahmedabad University, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 15th convocation of Ahmedabad University. We are indeed privileged to have in our midst today Professor Sitanshu Yashashchandra, an eminent and extremely sensitive poet, playwright, author, and academic. Welcome to Ahmedabad University. Today is a special occasion. We are here to celebrate the academic achievements of 833 students on who we will confer degrees today. This includes 527 students from the Amrit Modi School of Management, the largest, 150 students from the School of Arts and Sciences, and 156 students from the School of Engineering and Applied Science. This also includes 625 undergraduates, 202 masters, and 6 doctoral students. Ahmedabad University has emerged as a very high quality and impactful multidisciplinary research institution. Its prestige as an innovative institution that transforms lives of young people has been growing steadily. We have also emerged as the only truly interdisciplinary university in the country with the deepening of initiatives to build courses jointly taught by faculty across different disciplines and research programs that address a problem holistically. This diversity and quality are reflected in student outcomes as well. Graduate admissions to world's very reputed institutions, jobs with highly progressive Indian companies, and several startups by our students. I would like to bring to your attention how the university has been growing and how it is being received by the larger society in the country and outside. Let me point to 4 valuable markers in the last academic year. Last December, Ahmedabad University-led consortium comprising of IIT Gandhinagar and University of California, San Diego was selected over many prestigious and established national institutions by Gift City to establish the university, to establish the International FinTech Institute at GIFT. It will also help establish the university in times to come as a leading center for FinTech globally. In January, we inaugurated the FinTech Institute and have already started offering courses. Second, last month, the university received the Times Higher Education Asia's Top Award for the Leadership and Management Team of the Year. It's a significant award that puts the university on an international map. Third, the government of Gujarat renewed the status of Center for Excellence to the university, thereby providing us with additional privileges and recognition. And fourth, the university started planning for its new School of Performing and Visual Arts with the opening of a major performance and visual arts festival, the Sabarmati International Contemporary Art Festival of Ahmedabad. It set our sights well on what we aim to do with our upcoming school. We have crossed many a milestone in this past academic year. Let me take this opportunity to present just a brief account of a few of them. We broke new ground in introducing 2 new programs that are first in India. The MTech in Composites, in partnership with Atira, provides advanced training and research around composites and their application. Our newest dual degree, the BX-MX program, makes our art and science degrees more employable and thereby opening pathways for young people to pursue their passion during undergraduate education and also to get into professions of their choice. Our new undergraduate degree in electrical and electronics engineering is an example of our interdisciplinary approach to problem solving for the emerging semiconductor and electronics industry in India and particularly in Gujarat. The new dual degree in integrated arts weaves performing and visual arts simultaneously within a liberal arts training. They clearly establish Ahmedabad as a global leader in interdisciplinary education. The Bakshi School of Public Health, our youngest, launched its first program, a PhD program in epidemiology. Again, a dire need to build deep research capabilities in disease studies and modeling in a very populous country like ours. We are a community of learners whose contributions are purposeful and are being recognized by our peers. Just to name a few, Raj Dave, who graduates today, and he's the student speaker as well, and Professor Dhaval Patel from the School of Engineering and Applied Science won the Best Research Paper Award and the Best UG Presentation at the 17th International Conference on Communication Systems and Networks this year. The competitors were all established institutions and companies and research centers in the country. Research of Professor Rahul Rao of Amrit Modi School of Management on various perspectives on misallocation, including the type of misallocated input, such as land, labor, and financial capital, earned him the India Exim Bank's International Economic Research Annual Citation. Professor Shubhabrata Moitra from our youngest school, the Bakshi School of Public Health, received the Rising Star Award from the 12th International Workshop on Lung Health for his research linking respiratory disease to neurological issues. Similarly, many of our students and the teams have won several accolades in cultural, sports, and case competitions nationally. To the graduating class, as you step out of the university today, let me leave you with one last question and a perspective on it. And as you know, we academics have been burdening you with so many questions during your stay here. So here is the question. When should you question your assumptions the most? And I repeat, when should you question your assumptions the most? Your education at Ahmedabad University has been about asking questions, learning to ask the right questions. You have learned to see a problem from many perspectives when you took courses in humanities and social sciences and management and technology. You learned to ask deeper questions from your own disciplinary perspective. You also saw different perspectives on the same issue. Many of you must have wondered, why go through such a rigmarole? Because in listening to perspectives of others who are different from you, you get to know your own mind and your own ideas better. And if there is, and it is here, when you're trying to understand your own ideas, that a conflict also arises. Because when you ask questions, your ideas clash with your beliefs. Do I follow my ideas, or do I follow my belief? Each one of us will have to find our own answer to this conflict. But I will say, ideas take you from one place to another. They make you an open person. They are like clouds, always moving, always changing shapes. And if you want to catch them, you require a certain breadth and depth in your thinking. Beliefs, on the other hand, are solid. You can hold them. They stay and hold you at a place. Beware of their very attractive stability. So you should start questioning the most when you are thinking you are very sure. When you are closest to an answer, then you should increase the intensity of your questioning. Always look for the last question. Be doubtful of what you think is the answer, and you will reach closer to the truth yourself, and not through the eyes and minds of others. This is my wish for you. My congratulations to you, but especially to your families and your professors on your graduation. Make our country and the world a better place to live. We will be watching your journeys from the Commerce 6th row. Thank you very much. I now invite our Chancellor, Shri Sanjay Lalbhai, to deliver his address.
Good morning, friends. Let me start by assuring you that my speech will be brief and short, so you don't have to worry about it. We are all eagerly awaiting the speech by our esteemed guest, so I will keep it short. So I would like to invite Professor Sitanshu Yashashchandra, Chief Guest of the Convocation today, Professor Pankaj Chandra, Vice Chancellor and Chairman, Board of Management, members of the Board of Governors, Registrar, faculty, graduating students, parents, welcome to the 15th Convocation of Ahmedabad University. Sitanshu Bhai, it is indeed a privilege that you have taken time out to be with us on this occasion. Thank you. Today, as we gather to celebrate the achievements of all of you, I take this opportunity to share some life lessons. Firstly, if you want to be successful and happy, follow your passion, your innate ability. Sometimes circumstances don't allow you to do so, but once you achieve financial independence, you can follow your passion. I have dealt with many highs and lows in my career. I have learned that you have to face difficulties with resilience, hard work, and little bit of luck. One has to learn to take success and failure with equanimity. This is easier said than done. Through the difficult times in my life, I have managed to deal with them by constantly remembering the message from Gita of Samatva Bhava by accepting success and failure as part of the same coin. Samatva Bhav. As you step into the real world, I encourage you to dream big, stay focused, and work hard. Elon Musk dreams of colonizing Mars. Mukesh Ambani dreamt of connecting every Indian through mobile and the internet. If you don't dream big, it cannot manifest. Remember that success and failure are both opportunities for growth. Cultivate a never say die attitude and strive to make a difference. Thought and curiosity are the tools to actualize dreams. So a lot of advice, and what I have realized is that as you grow old, you tend to get this habit of advising. So I think it is enough for the day. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors and go and win the world. Thank you.
Candidates from the School of Arts and Sciences for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor, I present to you Brinki Desai, Suman Malik, Abdul Khalik Mansoori, and Ankit Naik, who have successfully completed requirements of the doctoral program, and I request the university to confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
By the authority given to me by the governing body of Ahmedabad University, I confer on each one of you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. And I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
I call upon Brinki Desai, Suman Malik, Abdul Khalik Mansoori, and Ankit Naik to come to the stage and receive their degree from the Chancellor. Candidates of the Integrated Master of Science in Life Sciences program, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor, I present to you Jinali Gauravbhai Shah and 10 other students in person who have successfully completed the requirements of the Integrated Master of Science in Life Sciences program, and I request the university to confer on them the degrees of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Life Sciences.
No. By the authority given to me by the governing body of Ahmedabad University, I confer on each one of you the degree of Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Life Sciences. And I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors and Bachelor of Science Honors, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor, I present to you a total of 135 students who have successfully completed the requirements of their degrees. These include Krisha Shah and 87 other students in person and 6 students in absentia who have successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Arts Honors program, Rudraksha Piyush Kumar Pandya and 38 other students in person and 2 students in absentia who have successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Science program, Honors program. I request the university to confer their respective degrees on them.
By the authority given to me by the governing body of Ahmedabad University, I confer on each one of you the respective degree, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Economics, Master of Business Administration, Master of Management Studies in Heritage Management, and Master of Science in Quantitative Finance, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor, I present to you a total of 174 students who have successfully completed the requirements of their degree. These include Jainan Sin Chudasama and 2 other students in person who have successfully completed the requirements of Master of Arts in Economics program, Mihir Tushar Dalania and 143 other students in person and 6 students in absentia who have successfully completed the requirements of the Master of Business Administration program, Dishita Suthar and 7 other students in person and 1 student in absentia who have successfully completed the requirements of the Master of Management Studies in Heritage Management program, Hemal Makwana and 7 other students in person and 4 students in absentia who have successfully completed the requirements of the Master of Science in Quantitative Finance program. I request the university to confer their respective degrees on them.
By the authority given to me by the governing body of Ahmedabad University, I confer on each one of you the respective degree, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration Honors, Bachelor of Commerce Honors, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Commerce, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor, I present to you a total of 388 students who have successfully completed the requirements of their degrees. These include Jash Jitendra Mandalia and 307 other students in person and 27 students in absentia who have successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Business Administration Honors Program, Mihir Tushar Dalania and 32 other students in person and 2 students in absentia who have successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Business Administration Program, Vinisha Mukesh Jain and 13 other students in person and 3 students in absentia who have successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Commerce Honors Program, Jhanvi Sanghvia in absentia, who has successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Commerce program. I request the university to confer their respective degrees on them.
By the authority given to me by governing body of Ahmedabad University, I confer on each one of you the respective degree and charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates from the School of Engineering and Applied Science for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor, I present to you Maitri Kamlesh Bhai Shah and Srishti Uttam Sharma, who have successfully completed the requirements of the doctoral program, and I request the university to confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
By the authority given to me by the governing body of Ahmedabad University, I confer on each one of you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
I call upon Maitri Kamlesh Bhai Shah and Srishti Uttam Sharma to come to the stage and receive their degree from the Chancellor. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Technology, please rise and remain standing. Respected Chancellor, I present to you a total of 154 students who have successfully completed the requirements of their degrees. These include Ronit Rajubai Patel and 5 other students in person and 2 students in absentia, who have successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Technology in Chemical Engineering program. Paridhi Jain and 113 other students in person and 10 students in absentia, who have successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering program. Kathan Mehta and 20 other students in person and 1 student in absentia, who have successfully completed the requirements of the Bachelor of Technology in Mechanical Engineering program. I request the university to confer their respective degrees on them.
By the authority given to me by the governing body of Ahmedabad University, I confer on each one of you the respective degree, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
I now invite the deans to present the students who've been awarded the gold medals.
The gold medal for academic excellence in the Bachelor of Arts Honours program is awarded to Om Jignesh Parekh. I call upon Om Jignesh Parekh to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the chief guest, Professor Sitanshu Yashas Chandra.
The gold medal for academic excellence in the Master of Business Administration program is awarded to Jinesh Shah. I call upon Jinesh Shah to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the chief guest, Professor Sitanshu Yashas Chandra. The gold medal for academic excellence in the Integrated Master of Business Administration program is awarded to Mustafa Murtuza Rupawala. I call upon Mustafa Murtuza Rupawala to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the chief guest, Professor Sitanshu Yashas Chandra. The gold medal for academic excellence in the Bachelor of Business Administration Honors Program is awarded to Dev Bhavin Morbia. I call upon Dev Bhavin Morbia to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the chief guest, Professor Sitanshu Yashas Chandra.
The gold medal for academic excellence in the Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science and Engineering program is awarded to Prashansa Nehal Shah. I call upon Prashansa Nehal Shah to come to the stage and receive the degree from the Chancellor and the gold medal from the chief guest, Professor Sitanshu Yashas Chandra.
honored faculty, proud families, and my dear friends. Today, Today, we stand at a turning point. 4 years of all-nighters, ups and downs, shared wins, and quiet resilience have brought us here. I still remember my first days playing chess at the airport area, surrounded by brilliant people, trying to make friends, unsure of my place. But through persistence and the support of my peers, I began to grow. And eventually, I became the universal friend, as you may know. When I came here, I didn't even know what research was. And yet, just a few months ago, I stood on the stage at CompsNet 2025 holding the Best Paper Award. That moment wasn't just a milestone, but it reminded me of how transformative this journey has been. One of the things I valued the most about our university is how it encouraged us to explore beyond our disciplines. I mean, where else would you find an engineering student like me taking 4 courses in Japanese and learning about Indian music through PVS, am I right? While doing my thesis, I made the MICXN lab my second home, a place alive with questions, debates, and collaborations. It reflected the university's commitment to interdisciplinary research. I am extremely grateful to all of you, my peers, my family, my fellow thesis scholars, and the PhD students who've always supported me, especially my thesis mentor, who always reminded us to break out of our silos, because meaningful learning happens when we adopt perspectives beyond our own. And on that note, I urge all of you, as we embark on our next chapters, whether in tech, design, or entrepreneurship, keep listening, keep exchanging ideas, and keep learning from the world beyond your own. Let's honor these years by using everything we've learned to tackle the world's toughest problems, and in doing so, create a future brighter, more equitable, and more hopeful than we ever imagined. Congratulations, and thank you.
It's my privilege to introduce the chief guest of today, who will deliver the convocation address, Professor Sitanshu Yashashchandra. He's among contemporary Gujarati literature's most eminent representative and a nationally renowned critical theorist, comparatist, editor and translator of Indian and world literatures. A much celebrated poet and playwright, he has been invited to read internationally from his poems and plays across the world. His creative, critical, and academic work has received wide critical acclaim in India and elsewhere. Professor Yashashchandra has received National Sahitya Academy Award in 1987, Rashtriya Kabir Samman from Madhya Pradesh, Gangadhar Maher Samman in Odisha, National Harmony Award in New Delhi, Kavi Kusmagraj National Award in Maharashtra, Saraswati Samman and Akadeep National Samman in 2025. Also, he has received the Gujarat Gaurav Award, the Ranjit Ram Suvarna Chandrak, and the Narmat Suvarna Chandrak in Surat in 2002. A Fulbright scholar and a Ford West European Fellowship recipient, Professor Sitanshu Yashashchandra has earned a doctorate in comparative literature from the US and another doctorate in Indian poetics from Mumbai. He worked as Vice Chancellor of Saurashtra University, a UGC Emeritus Professor and National Lecturer, as well as Chief Editor of the Encyclopedia of Indian literature. He received a Padma Shri in 2006. Professor Yashash Chandra has taught as professor and chair of Gujarati at the MS University of Baroda from 1972 and has been a visiting professor at Sorbonne, University of Pennsylvania, and Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles and Jadavpur. There is a range of publications in poetry, plays, and critical theory that he has put together. It's a pleasure to invite Professor Sitanshu Yashash Chandra to deliver the convocation address.
Honorable Chancellor of Ahmedabad University, Shri Sanjay Lalbhai. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Pankaj Chandra, Registrar, Colonel Sanjay Gokhale, distinguished deans, fellow teachers, and students from so many varied faculties. It's a great pleasure and honor to be with you on this occasion. So what is this occasion? What is this university from which you are graduating and where you are studying and teaching? I have seen over these decades many universities as a student and a teacher in India, in Europe, in America. When I came here and saw this university in action, its identity gradually revealed itself to me. So let me tell you what University of Ahmedabad means to me. It's a place where discipline and dynamism, they meet and merge. Where structure and flow, they meet and merge. Where behavior and organization help each other. You are young students. You do not know how rare this is. Not only in India today, but elsewhere also. The Greeks, from which the structures of our Indian universities ultimately derived through Europe, and now is changing. They had two gods. One was Apollo. The other was Dionysus. Dionysus, as most of you know, was god of dance and music and wine and flow. Apollo was the god of structure, sculpture, architecture, and order. Nietzsche, the 19th century philosopher who ushered in the whole idea of modernism, he said that great art, when is it born? He says great art is born when Apollo finally speaks in the language of Dionysus. Not Dionysus speaking in the language of Apollo. It is this meeting of Apollo and Dionysus, of form and flow, seamless, and evolving into a yet another category. It is this process that I sense and understand in your university. It's from such a university that you are graduating. We are meeting here for convocation. It's a ceremony. We wear these dresses. It's good that we are not following somebody else's ceremony with robes and everything. It's a fine innovation. But let us understand.
Take you out, otherwise it will fall out.
Yeah. This is what I meant by discipline and dynamism. It was falling out, not discipline. So there is a dynamic Vice Chancellor who corrects it. It's this kind of ease, you know. Be at ease with yourself. That's what I find here. Everyone is at ease with himself. And only when you are at ease with yourself can you become at ease with others. It gives me great happiness to be here. So what is a convocation? It comes from two words, both Latin words. One is, of course, con is together, and the other one comes from a Latin verb, vocare. Vocare is to call. It's something somewhat similar to vak that we have in Sanskrit. Vani, vocare, a call. So convocation is to be called to be together. So all of us are here. The deans, the Vice Chancellor and the Chancellor and the Registrar called us together, and we, in a very dynamic, disciplined way, came here. But let us ask this question. What is coming together? Are there only individuals? Only students and teachers? What is coming together? When you think of it, then you realize that at universities which are not really universities in action, as the Vice Chancellor's book says, that matter. But the universities that matter, what comes together is, in a 21st century university, what comes together is the various disciplines, the various modes of acquiring knowledge. Your university is distinguished because its convocation does not just bring together the deans and the professors and the administration and the students together. It brings together, or it has been bringing together, various disciplines, which is the challenge of the 21st century. We can no longer be experts. The real thinkers of the 21st century, they are suspicious of experts, of expertise, because experts do not know where to go. They only know how to go. Now, various disciplines coming together permits us not only to know how to go, how to do it, the know-how, the famous American know-how, but it prompts us to figure out for ourselves where to go and how to go. Rigveda, one of the oldest compositions of mankind, composition of knowledge. So while the Latin knowledge gives us this idea of being called together, Rigveda, it has one verse in Sanskrit, Sangachadhvam, Samvadasvam, Samvo Manasi Janatam. May we move in harmony, Sangachadhvam. Then Samvadasvam, go together but speak. speech, language is something with which only humankind, only human beings talk to each other. Speech, Vani, Vak Devi, Saraswati. And samvo manasi janatam, let our minds be in agreement is one translation, but if you look at closely, samvo manasi janatam, let us know together. Now this is where Rigveda tells us something more than convocation. We are not just being brought together, but our modes of knowing, samvo manasi janatam, our modes of knowing, may they merge together. So, one of the ways in which, one of the products of various disciplines coming together and producing the ultimate means of knowing and doing is, of course, artificial intelligence. One goes gaga, artificial intelligence. We are Indians, we don't go gaga. We are an ancient civilization. We can take things in our stride. Even in most difficult moment, we do not lose our composure. So, artificial intelligence, what can it do? If I ask this facility to write a sonnet like Shakespeare, the artificial intelligence will write a sonnet like Shakespeare. Then if I ask this facility to write a poem like Kalidasa, it will write a poem like Kalidasa. It will be difficult to distinguish really in the finest mode whether it is Kalidasa or artificial intelligence or Shakespeare artificial. But as Indians, let us pause. What can artificial intelligence not do? It cannot do two things. One, it cannot ask itself, do I want to write? If it is told write, it writes. Artificial intelligence is not capable of freedom to write or not to write. So various disciplines coming together in an occasion like this or in an institution like this faces the danger of producing artificial intelligence in its students. This is a great danger, not only in India, but also in India and elsewhere. Whether our universities are turning into training institutions, are we institutions where we train? Are we a circus where some ringmaster tells us to do what is to be done? All over the globe, I've seen European universities, I've seen American universities. Same thing. They are turning into institutions of training, and someone decides. They are producing artificial intelligence even before artificial intelligence was produced. Thoughtless but skillful people. So it cannot ask, do I want to write? Then there is yet another question which artificial intelligence or artificially created graduates and students and experts cannot ask. Second question, should I write it? Should I write it? Because freedom alone is not enough. Freedom alone could lead to excessive Dionysiac culture. Dionysus becomes satyr, half man, half goat. And I see satyrs all around me. Not only young, old satyrs also. Half man, half goat, half animals. That is the danger. So, do I want to write? And should I write? Do I want to do? Should I do? This is a great university like this. The Vice Chancellor is most distinguished person all over the globe. And yet, there is no weight, there is no heaviness. He permits, and the distinguished teachers, they are all tremendous sitting here. Each one an expert chosen from all over India and elsewhere, chosen so carefully and so dispassionately, selflessly by this great institution which was founded in 1935, the mother of all these institutes, all these universities. So they are all together here, and they prompt, not only permit, but they prompt young people, their students, to ask these two questions. Do I want to do this, and should I do this? That brings me the concluding part of this address today. So, how do you figure out whether you want to do something and whether you should do this something? If you are able to figure it out quickly, stop yourself. Don't be in a hurry. Spend years, if necessary, to tell yourself. Someone may say that you are not dynamic enough, that you are not, active enough, and so on. Yeah, we are not dynamic enough. We do not want to be dynamic enough. We do not want to figure things out so quickly. Existence is too complex to be resolved by experts and powerful people. So expertise and power on one hand, and a thoughtful people, a thoughtful society, a sane society on the other hand. So what happens? When Dionysus degenerates, he becomes satyr. And when Apollo degenerates, and Apollo can and does degenerate very often, he becomes the Doric state, Spartan state. What is the difference between Sparta and Athens? In Athens, people came together and quarreled and sometimes decided wrongly. But in Sparta, discipline was there, nothing else but discipline. If a child was born and the child was not physically okay, then he or she would be taken on top of a hill and thrown from the hill. That was Sparta, intolerant of weakness. And that is the ultimate challenge before the 21st century world. Are you intolerant of weakness? Or do you have compassion of a Gandhi? That is the difference. Mahatma Gandhi. That is the difference. So let me complete at a very personal note. When I was doing my doctorate, and I was so happy seeing doctoral candidate coming here, I was reminded my old days. I did 2 doctorates incidentally, one in India and one in USA. So when we were in our first child, our daughter was born, and she couldn't breathe. So she has cerebral palsy from birth. So I got completely immersed in this issue of disability, which I would like to share with you and conclude my talk. Because what do you do with disability? What do you do with people who are in need? All the training that you have, all the brilliance that you have. Should I write, and why should I write? This second issue of ethicality of a society. So when she was born, she couldn't breathe, and we realized for a year we were in Paris and took her to Afamalad. and did not succumb to some kind of transcendental power helping us. Worked hard, worked hard. So, I understood that disability comes from context. I cannot hear properly, so I have this hearing aid. I cannot see properly, so I have these glasses. My teeth are not working, so I have dentures. So if people don't give me dentures, people don't give me glasses, if the society cannot provide me with hearing aid, what happens? I become disabled. So disability is not in a person only. Everyone is disabled in one way or the other. But disability comes out of a context. And this sensitivity to the context is the ultimate thing that I would like to place before you. Be sensitive to the context. So, for disability, there are so many ugly words in Indian languages. Langdo છે, બોબડો છે, તોતડો છે. પછી એમાંથી આવે છે પાછું કે વિકલાંગ. And a good Prime Minister, kind-hearted, he said, not Vikalang, Divyang. Mahatma Gandhi also at one stage said that the Harijan. But later on, they said that, why Harijan? So tomorrow one might also ask, why Divyang? So I have coined a Gujarati word, akshamit. That means not akshama, but akshamit, made into akshama. Please give thought to language, because we are all Saraswatas, and Saraswati is Vagdevi. And language can express, it can hide, it can distort. It is a medium which is very interesting. And language then extends into systems of sign. And all your different disciplines have different languages. They have different systems of formulating knowledge. They are coming together. They may produce expertise as in some universities. But in this university, I not only believe, but I understand, in this university, what is being produced is a coming together of various human knowledges. And these two questions, should I do this and why should I do this? These are the questions that mark this university. Albert Einstein, the great genius, he was once asked, what is a genius? Expert and so on. He said, everyone is a genius. So people sort of wondered, why is he saying, a kind-hearted fellow, so he says everyone is genius. But he was Einstein. He says, everyone is a genius, but when you ask a fish to climb a tree, then that fish, for all its life, thinks that it is stupid. Now, are we asking fish to climb tree? Are we asking someone who can do something? Are we asking that person to do something else? Or are we enabling these disabilities through our social action to enable our fellow human beings? I'm sure that this university, the founding institution of which had Anand Shankar Bapubai Dhruv as the chairperson of its managing committee, a great, and he was later on Pro-Vice Chancellor of Banaras in the university. So this institution will keep producing a sane society, thoughtful people, and the meeting of discipline and dynamism. Thank you.
Respected chief guest for today's convocation, Dr. Siddhanshu Mrs. Chandra, our Chancellor, Mr. Sanjay Lal Bhai, Chairman of the Board of Management and Vice Chancellor, Professor Pankaj Chandra, heads of institutions, deans, faculty and staff of the university, invited guests, students, their parents, and dear friends. It is with great honor and privilege that I, as the Registrar of the University, stand before you to express our gratitude for the smooth conduct of the 15th convocation of the University. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed Chief Guest for graciously accepting our invitation. His insightful thoughts shared today will undoubtedly leave an indelible mark on the minds of our graduating students and will help them in guiding them in their future endeavors. His thoughts expressed today are somehow akin to what his name represents or what it means. It means the moon, or the one who radiates like a moon, or illuminating presence associated with the moon. And I'm very sure his words of wisdom given today, a while back, to the graduating students will indeed help our graduating students to radiate like moon and move ahead in their life and careers. Acknowledgement is due to the members of our board and the academic council for their unwavering support and guidance to our students. Special appreciation is reserved to the Ahmedabad Education Society, whose generosity has significantly contributed to the growth and expansion of our university, setting a benchmark for others to follow in the country. The success of an event of this scale and is a result of meticulous planning and attention to details. Firstly, I should thank Lord Almighty for not having sent rains to Ahmedabad for the last 5 days. As a result, we were able to get this structure up and about. A profound thank you goes to all the people who were dedicated in getting this structure up. Most important, I must highlight the exceptional efforts of the first 3 rows. The first 3 rows is our faculties. The reason for this mention is, for the first time, our convocation is held in the month of May, just barely a week after the final exams were over. And it was a lot of pressure was on the first 3 rows, and they delivered it well, and that's the reason we are having this successful convocation. So thank you very much. Kudos to the Controller of Examination and the Academic Registrar's Office. The pressure and the push from their offices onto the first 3 rows and the 4th row to a certain extent made things possible. Besides them, a thumping shabash on the back on the various function heads, the administration, the backbone of the university. The Office of the Dean of Students and the team of motivated student volunteers who have worked beyond their comfort zone, the dedicated team members of campus operation, our ever-creative communications team, our silent chef and his team, the silent workers of the IT section and the engineering services, our bursar's office and the procurement section, without whom this grand show would have not been possible. As I conclude, I extend my heartiest congratulations to the graduating students and their proud parents. You stand on the threshold of a world filled with opportunities, and I encourage you to maintain the Guru-Shishya relationship with your teachers besides upholding the batch spirit. As the chief guest mentioned, be sensitive to the context. So with that, I would say, embark your journey, strive for good, kind, fair, and just and compassionate individuals, upholding values that define humanity. Finally, may I request the Chancellor to make the final declaration, please.
I declare the convocation closed.
Everyone is requested to please rise for the national anthem. To mark a formal end of the convocation ceremony, the retreat procession will start after the rendition of the anthem. Everyone, please keep standing until the retreat procession exits and the procession music stops.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
All graduating students are requested to please take a note of these instructions. Amrit Modi School of Management students are requested to stay back. The degree distribution for all AMSOM students will be held here on the same stage. Please remain seated in the audience area and wait for the next set of instructions. Parents of the students who are going to be awarded the degrees from the School of Management are also requested to please remain seated here. Graduating candidates from School of Arts and Sciences are requested to move to the GI City building. For all students graduating in arts will be delivered the degrees in the GI City auditorium, and the students graduating with degree in science are requested to go to GI City room number 136. Students graduating with the BA degree are requested to go to the GI City auditorium, and those graduating with the BS degree are requested to go to room 136 in the GI City building. All of these students and